Hello, welcome to ROWAN Rundown Newscast. Coming up, we will learn more about the Dear World organization, a student as a lab assistant, and whether this week is going to be a roller coaster ride. All that and more on the ROWAN Rundown Newscast.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly, and you can too. Share your heart, share your love. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
Hello, my name is Leon Purvis.
And I'm Sean Smith. The Chamberlain Student Center welcomed the Dear World program to ROWAN University on Tuesday. The event's intention was to help open the eyes of students to other students' stories on campus. The organization encourages people to choose turning points in their lives and write short descriptions on their bodies. A photo shoot was followed by the program, and some participants were selected to tell their stories in front of the audience. This event is about not judging a book by its cover.
ROWAN Radio 89.7 WGLS-FM staffers received 2 awards in the Broadcast Education Association Festival of Media Arts competition. February 7th, station members Danielle Miller and Matteo Adenisi earned a first-place tie in the Best PSA Promo or Commercial category. Award winners will be honored at the organization's convention on April 8th in Las Vegas, Nevada.
ROWAN University Student Government Association held a Meet the Candidates event on Tuesday, February 12th in the Owl's Nest restaurant of the Chamberlain Student Center. The candidates in attendance are running for the position of alternate student trustee. Students running for the position included freshman, radio, television, and film major Ariel Gideon, sophomore health and physical education major Ricardo Dale, junior political science and economics major Michael Webster, and sophomore biological sciences major Rahi DeVry.
ROWAN Lab Theater produces It's Happening at Home. The production was written and directed by Molly Jo. This piece was combined of a play and a musical with 15 songs and poems. 2 of the most prominent themes were sexual assault, harassment, and gun violence.
This week's Athletes of the Week are Harrison Escafri, who tied first in the high jump at the Fast Track National Invitational with a height of 2.14 meters. And April Simzek helped lead the women's basketball team to a pair of victories last week. She averaged 14 points and 10 rebounds per game with 7 assists as well as 3 steals and 1 block. She then posted 18 points and 8 boards in ROWAN's 88-58 victory against Rutgers University.
Nick DePersia, junior guard for the ROWAN University basketball team, made history in the Profs' last game of the season by scoring his 1,000th career point. DePersia led his team to win behind his 16-point, 6-rebound effort. The Profs finished the season with a 13-12 record and are heading to the NJAC Championship Tournament. Now, here's Jeff with the sports update.
The ROWAN University men's basketball team ended their regular season with an 82-75 loss to Ramapo College in a New Jersey Athletic Conference game last night. The Profs are 13-12 overall and finished conference play with a 9-9 record. They're the 5th seed in the NJAC tournament and will travel to 4th-seeded Montclair State University for a first-round matchup Saturday. ROWAN University assistant track and field coach Norm Tate has been chosen to join Team USA coaching staff for the 2018 IAAF World Indoor Track and Field Championship in Birmingham, England. Tate will oversee the jumpers and pole vaulters. It will be his 2nd time working with Team USA in the indoor championship.
After the break, we will have roles with a TV1 lab assistant, and Tyler will talk about the arts at ROWAN.
I see it! I see it!
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Hey, did you know that 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Go to theshelterpetproject.org and search your local shelters and rescues. Go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Now, here's a Kendall with the latest news about Shaun White regrets.
In a poor choice of words during an interview of the 2018 Winter Olympics. When he was asked about sexual harassment allegations back in 2016, White said, I'm here to talk about the Olympics, I'm not here to talk about gossip. Days later, White spoke out to the NBC Today show, stating, I'm truly sorry that I chose the word gossip. Get Out is coming to theaters, but the gag is, it will be available on President's Day for free. Universal Pictures and Jordan Peele are offering fans a chance to attend a free screening of the movie at 55 AMC theaters nationwide. Steve Harvey's ex-wife, Mary Harvey, $60 million lawsuit gets thrown out. Mary sued Steve after accusing him of child endangerment, torture, intentional infliction of emotional distress. The reasoning for the case dismissal is because it did not belong to Los Angeles. If it only can go forward in Texas where the allegations took place.
Here is Rose with a story on a student who was a TV1 lab assistant.
Thanks guys. Welcome to the ROWAN Special Report. Today I have ROWAN student Montana Morose, who was selected as a TV1 lab assistant last semester. Thanks for joining us today, Montana. How are you?
Good. How are you, Rose?
Good. So can you tell us a little bit how the process you went through to get selected to be one?
All right. So obviously I was a TV1 student a year ago now, so last spring. And you just have to do well in the course, first of all, to be able to be selected for that. You get an email from Casey, who is the coordinator for the lab assistants. They do send out, it's about 3 people for each class, and then they end up choosing 1. So what you have to do is you'll need to, send him your schedule so you see if you fit the correct time slots for you to be able to, be the lab assistant. Once they have that figured out, they figure out who can fit the time slot and then who's best for that professor, really. So I fortunately got picked, and it was a really great experience. So,
awesome. So like, what would you do? What were your responsibilities?
So we actually would sit in with the TV1 class, every week. And what you do, you kind of mentor the students a little bit while you're in class, while they're doing assignments, as well as there's open lab times for everyone to come in. They do have certain assignments they have to fulfill. So there was 4 of us lab assistants last semester, so there was a whole bunch of time to kill for labs. They would come in, do an assignment, we would teach them how to do it, we would test them on it, and then we stay in contact with them outside of class, just so if they have any questions, you're always available for them.
Would you ever have any testy students that you would struggle with teaching them or anything?
There are some students who are already knowledgeable about some of the equipment, so they maybe wouldn't take it as seriously or would just kind of try to take it upon themselves to do something, which is fine sometimes, but sometimes you do need to listen and take note of when someone is asking to do something for you. But overall, I never really had a huge issue with any students last semester, so it was really, really great.
Now, did you have a normal schedule as anybody else would during their semester? Was it busy?
I had like a really crazy schedule last semester. I was going to school full time. You're a lab assistant about 10 hours a week, as well as I did have a part-time job. So I was up here 5 days a week. I'm also a commuter, so like I have to drive a half hour and then a half hour home. So adding all those up was exhausting, but yeah.
So is your schedule lighter this semester?
Luckily this semester it is a bit lighter. So I'm really lucky to just kind of be more laid back. So it is my last semester and I will be graduating in May. So
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Any cool classes that you're in?
So I am in the documentary production class this semester. So it's really, really awesome if you get the chance to ever take it. So for any student really. But I am in a group. We are going to the Cayman Islands.
Wow.
For this
So what
project.
What are you doing for that?
We are doing it there's a port that's being built in Grand Cayman, and they are trying to build this port for cruise ships to come in, for a more touristy, to bring in, obviously revenue. But they're ruining this big coral reef that is there. So they're damaging what people also come to see. So it's counterproductive in a way, and we're kind of going there to get their perspective from the locals and from government officials to see, how is this really going to pan out due to money and, the actual people who have been on the island for a very long time.
Wow, yeah. So what are you looking to do after you graduate?
I think I've found my love for producing and project management over my 2 years here at Rowan in the RTF program. So that's really what I'm searching to do for this, for my job outside of here. I don't know specifically where, but
awesome.
We'll find out.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Montana.
Thank you.
Back to you guys at the desk.
Now let's send it over to Tyler with his opinion about the arts of Rowan.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys. It's a great time to be a student at Rowan University. Campus seems to get bigger every week, building new restaurants and classrooms to keep students interested. But one thing that hasn't grown much is the art scene at Rowan. This school year, Rowan University has made the efforts to get students more interested in the arts, inviting guest musicians and artists to perform and give lectures. In my opinion, this is not how you establish a good art scene. In my opinion, students need an outlet where anyone can display their artwork, whether it's a finger painting or the Mona Lisa. Sure, the school has an art gallery and a student newspaper, but we need more than that. These outlets work for art and journalism majors, but what about the students who just enjoy drawing, singing, or writing, who aren't professionals? In my opinion, a second art gallery would greatly benefit Rowan University. This one providing a place where anybody can share their art, no matter what it looks or sounds like. Thanks, guys. Back to you at the desk.
The Rowan Democratic Club holds an event to support the Me Too movement. Connor Schmeigel, a student at Rowan, hosted the event to remind that even though the Me Too movement has grown immensely, its creator is often forgotten. During the event, students and professors from Rowan shared their opinion. Rowan University School of Earth celebrate Darwin Day on February 12th. The celebration of Darwin's birth was once again celebrated in the atrium of the Science Hall. This celebration provided a broader perspective and appreciation of his work in the study of evolution. The event included display posters from Darwin's life and work.
Now, here's Victoria Torova to speak about Rowan's After Hours.
Hi, everyone.
What's going on, Bill?
What's going on?
So, what exactly is Rowan After Hours?
So Rowan After Hours is a student activity event. It's held every Friday, Saturday, and Thursday from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the Student Center.
So, what are some of the activities that Rowan After Hours usually has?
So Rowan After Hours has many activities. There's always arts and crafts, there's music, there's massages, and there's food at 11:30, which is also great.
So why should students attend Rowan After Hours?
Students should attend Rowan After Hours because it's a way of making friends, and there's always activities, so if you're ever bored, just go to the Student Center.
So what are some of the upcoming events at Rowan After Hours?
So like I mentioned, Rowan After Hours is every week. So this week on Thursday, it's Black History Month, and on Friday, it's Ryan Show, and on Saturday, it's Classy Casino Night.
Sounds like a good time.
Sounds like a great time. Thank you.
Thank you.
After the break, we have Lance with this weekend's forecast.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Oliver Nelson Jr. will join the Rowan Jazz Band for a performance on the Rowan campus. Nelson will perform his album, A Tribute to Oliver Nelson. The Rowan University Music Department decided on a social justice theme this year for its concert series. The director of the Jazz Studies and Compassion, Dennis de Blasio, will be putting this event together. De Blasio felt this album would fit nicely with some of the theme of social justice. The event will take place on Friday, February 6th in Flieger Concert Hall.
Now get ready to pull your umbrellas and put away the coats and even prep the rock salt. Here's Lance with the weather.
All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Today, if you pay attention, you notice that temperatures were a little, warm for this time of year. They bopped out around 66 degrees. Tonight, temperatures will continue to stay warm. Of course, it's going to drop a little bit. We'll have some rain, so break out the umbrellas, raincoats. Low will be 58 degrees. Tomorrow, and through the rest of the 5-day forecast, tomorrow especially will be 60 degrees. Temperatures will still stay about where they're at right now. We will have some rain. So again, keep everything out. Prepare for temperatures to drop. It will plummet down to 24 degrees at night. Any rain that fell will more than likely freeze. Saturday, high of 35. Locally, it will stay around there. Rain, things fall, it may freeze. Depending where you're at, you will see snow, of course, rain, and some freezing rain. So keep an eye out for that. Low tomorrow night will be 29 degrees. Sunday, 50 degrees as a high. Sunny skies, 31 as a low. Monday, about the same thing, except the rain's going to move in. High 51, low 46. Tuesday, we're going to about 70 degrees. 68 as a high under partly cloudy skies. 56 as a low. It remains to be a little bit warm, but just be prepared for those roller coaster temperatures. Let's go take a look outside of our weather window. All right, guys, and as we look outside of our weather window, clearly rain. That's what you're going to be looking at for the next couple days as temperatures go up and down. Sometimes, here and there, you might see things dry out, clear up, melt. Like I said, it's going to be in and out the entire weekend. Doesn't matter where you are, whether it's a city, a suburb, home, on vacation, rain is what you're getting. It's going to be wet, so, there's that. You guys, temperatures are going to be going up and down. I personally love roller coasters, like putting my hands in the air, doing all that, but when it comes to temperatures, I'm not sure how you guys feel about that.
Literally, it's getting warmer, but it's raining.
Oh, yeah.
There's no in between. It was really cold, not raining, no snow.
Exactly, the temperature's going, above freezing, below freezing. It's like, where are we? We're in New Jersey. Exactly. It's not Florida.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Lance, with that weather. We appreciate it.
No problem.
And that's it for the Rowan Rundown. I'm Leon Purvis.
And I'm Sean Smith. Have a good night.